What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of a camper that weighs under 3,000 pounds and under 16 feet. So this is going to be towed by a wide variety of towing vehicles. I mean, some of your four-door Jeeps even can pull this, which is absolutely incredible. Now, this is the 2025 Yellowstone 150 RD. And like I just said, under 16 feet. Can't harp that enough. That is from tongue to bumper. So pretty darn incredible for the size, including the fact that you get an actual bed, which is a little bit different for campers, you know, this size. Usually it's like a dinette that drops down or something of that nature. You're also going to get a actual AC as opposed to a side mount AC as well. So I think that is pretty darn nice. But we're going to take probably, I don't know, 5 to 8 minutes or something like that. It's not an overwhelmingly large camper, not a ton to go over, but I think it is very unique. And the reason why you can have so much space in such a small unit is because predominantly due to the fact that you have a rear entrance, which is just a hair different. So drop a comment, let me know what you think about that. But what's pretty cool about that is you also have, you know, openness on your campsite for that awning with nothing obstructing, kind of like, you know, what I would call like your hangout space or something of that nature. Now you do get the Lippert flip up steps, which is nice. They hold a 500-pound weight rating. They usually look like that, but I'm too lazy to put them in. And quite frankly, I'm just going to step over the stairs due to the slope here. But today I'm down at Funtown RV's North Detroit location. So I'm going to put a link for them down in the description. Tire size on this, single axle. It's going to be a 15-inch off-road tire. So you can see, you know, pretty darn knobbly. It looks really aggressive. This would be great for someone that's going to be heading to, like, you know, like a Colorado, a Tennessee, maybe in the UP here in Michigan. But pretty darn nice. As I'm walking through this unit, I mean, this is really what you are looking at. Queen size bed. You do get a shelf maybe for like your cell phones or a book or something of that nature. And you also get plenty of outlets in this model as well with the USB, the Universal C. You get a little bit of overhead storage here up top as well. This is going to be where that AC is that I was mentioning, and I like how it is going to be roof mounted. No ducting going through the unit, so you're not going to notice any cutouts for that. Because of the size of this AC will actually chill you out in a pretty darn warm atmosphere. But it's got the dump valve right there, so you open this up and it'll disproportionately push all that cool air, you know, straight down. Emergency exit, so pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. I did forget to mention too, if you would like, you could put like a TV or something like that over here as well. But you do have an actual dedicated TV backer location. So I guess it'd probably be safer to put it here and then put like a swing arm, so that way when you're laying down, you can watch a movie. Now, if you are bringing the kids or that funkle down at the campground, you know, that tied a couple too many off, this is a jackknife sofa, so it'll drop down for you and provide about a full-size bed for sleeping space. You're also going to see a window right there. It is tinted. You have the accordion style, you know, kind of blackout shades. Get your Dracula on, stop the old skin from sizzling. You also have your sound system, quote unquote, is going to be one of these pills. And those are actually pretty darn impressive there. I'm not sure why that's blinking. Oh no, my power cord might be going. Maybe my power cord's coming loose. Somebody might be messing with it over there. We are at the lot party, so it's probably some kid yanking on the darn thing. It's probably one of these little balls. They have this little target. Anyway, they have a target set up, and you throw these balls in there. Pretty cool, but it's right where the unit's plugged in. So right here is going to be your fuse box. So if something isn't working, they have this little open-ended area, so you'll actually see a glowing red light, so you can change your fuse. Good size storage underneath the sink, which you're not really expecting when you first come in. And then, of course, you have your pull-out drawer right there. And then you have your plumbed-in sink, along with your two-top burner. It's going to be a hard wrap plastic for the countertop, which, babe, if you're watching, I love you. A little glass insert right there. And what's nice about this one compared to the other Yellowstones that I have recorded today, and I'm not sure which one will come out first, is in the other ones, you're at about 6 foot for max interior space, 6'1", something like that. So I'm 6 foot, 6'1", 6.5" or so with, you know, with my Skechers on. I got the yellow little runners right now. But I like how you got about, you know, 6'4" for interior height, possibly even up to 6'5". Now, if I flip this back around here, this is going to be your refrigerator. Get me done size. It's also perfect for, you know, kind of your trips coming in and out. I like how the fact that you don't have to get all the way in the camper. You can just pull over, come out here, grab a brewski, and get moving. Solar charge controller located right here. I'm not sure, judging by the size of it, since I didn't get on top of the unit. I don't know if it's a 1 or a 200 watt solar panel, but make sure to check that out if this is something that interests you. Here's all your lighting controls: water pump, water heater, awning retract and extend, and then of course, you can check all your tank levels. Now the bathroom in this is, not a wet bath like the other ones, and typically in this size of RV, it'll be a wet bath, but I like the fact that you have a little sink. Now, this isn't going to be fat guy friendly, unfortunately for someone like me showering in this. However, it's going to be kind of that get me done size. You got the little curtain that comes across, and you're just really just spraying off and moving. I don't think I'm personally showering in this unit, but maybe you are a flatty, and you can do that. We got drums and flats in this world, and as my stepdad would say, Hunter, you're a drum. It's all right though. I always tell him, I say, well, you got a fat neck yourself, bud. All right. So, I think that about wraps it up here. I mean, let me know what you guys think. Now we're going to head around the outside and show you what she's all about. But again, it's the 2025 Yellowstone 150 RD, and I think that stands for, rear entrance or something like that. Maybe I'll get a quick little thumbnail, something like this. It really is probably the smallest functional floor plan that I had. Your solar panel is going to be right up here. Again, you got your spare tire, and that's going to be the 15-inch tire, again with the knobby finish. You do have a bumper, so you can remove the caps and put the old stinky slinky right down in there. You got your cable and antenna hookup located right here with your sewer holding tanks right there with your low point drains. You also have your 30 amp connection, and then your city water connection, outdoor shower, and then the back end of your hot water heater will go right there. And this is where you fill up your potable water. You got some of your stats, so 3,800 overall GVWR, and it can hold up to 809 pounds. So again, just under 3,000 pounds. I also like how they switch from fiberglass to a metal front cap here, which is nice. I'm sorry, I misspoke. This one is fiberglass all the way through, so it looks like a one-piece fiberglass roof. These ones are going to be on the metal, but now that I touched it, I got caught slipping. One-piece fiberglass going all the way up, and you notice how it's not separated, right there too, which is nice. I don't know. Let me see if I can go over there. Let me make sure it's a one-piece fiberglass or if it switches to like a TPO. Yeah, okay, so it switches over. So fiberglass front cap, more traditional RV roof right up here. Now, you are going to have your rock guard right up front. You also got a place where you can put a battery. You also have your 20-pound propane tanks, and then your hand crank right there as well. You're also going to get manual stabilizers there too. Let's see what kind of storage we're working with. Pretty good storage. It's kind of like the half pass through, so you see you got the exit right over there, but you do have pretty good spacing there too. And then of course, like we said, the awning, another cable hookup, and of course more outlets. But all right guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Hope to see you next time. Again, my name is Hunter. This is the 2025 Yellowstone 150 RD. Have a great day. See you. Meow, 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 meow.